Black Marine, hello. How are you
Hi,
today?
Rob. Hi, thank you so much. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Every day is a great day for me. I love
Good.
I love living. So, yeah, it's great to see you. It's been so long, not been so yeah, been so long since I've known of you. I mean, since I came out into this community, you've been around to me, and I've been following you ever since then. And we were just talking briefly that we'd kind of met through playlists. And that's how we got to know each other and how I caught on to following you. So that was pretty interesting for me, and I'm really happy to have you here. Somebody that I wanted to meet. So wow, Black
Thank you
Marine,
so much,
excellent.
Rob. I
Yeah,
mean, the first time that we were like corresponding was actually through those playlists, as you mentioned
yeah,
last year during the summer, and then somehow everything evolved. And yeah, I'm very happy to also like now like meet you.
that's cool. That's
And
great.
congratulations for your show. I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it's a great community, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's great seeing it's great seeing the heavy rockers or the metal people hang around and watch the interviews and listen to other people's music like folk or blues and comment on them. Like everybody like participates in and likes everybody else's music, you know. All the different genres are coming together and I think it's fun. It's great.
I think this all our indie community is really amazing, and I think it doesn't matter which style is it. What I really love about our community is that we are really supporting everyone, and
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. Music is music, and we all want to be heard and to give others like thumbs up and to push them, to support them. And I think I think sharing love, it's actually the most important thing.
Sure is. Yeah. And then also to get the exposure, some extra exposure
Yeah.
to meet some new people. So let's get started. Where did your where did your music journey begin? Do you have, well, I know you do, formal training, but and self-taught as well experiences, I'm sure. But how did these experiences shape your style?
Well, this is like how can I? Where should I start? When I was 3 years old, I had a toy piano. And what I remember, it was a blue color, and I remember I was playing something. And by the age of 6, I already had a piano teacher, and I was then learning. As soon as I learned letters, then I was having basic theory, music theory, harmony, solfeggio, and all these very important basic musical things, which one should know. And then by 10 or 11, I already start like writing songs. Before that, I was
Yeah,
just playing something on my own
yeah,
because I never liked to play what teachers gave me, like to practice classical music. Although I did practice that, like that came after. But then by the age of 14, I actually won the first prize at the international competition for young composers in Belgrade. And
wow,
actually, that was a trigger. Okay, I think I'm going to go this way because I thought because I'm painting, so I thought that would be my direction. But actually, music was like really strong, and my love for piano, it's like big love. And then after that, there was like a music university in Belgrade. I studied composition and orchestration and had a 2 years course in music production back then. And during my studies, I had my first punk band, and everything somehow opens for me back then in that punk band because it was completely opposite of what I learned in school. And that gave me like really so many opportunity musically to think, to be very open-minded. So I think today what I compose and what I do actually has a lot to do with my also life experiences, but also my education. As after that, I did a specialization in electroacoustic composition here in Vienna at Alak Institute at University of Music and Performing Arts Vienna, where I also crafted my musical production and learn more into software like Logic, Pro Tools, Sibelius for writing scores, Cubase. And then I went to Amsterdam for one course where I developed my instrument Cracklebox. And then after that, I had like 1 or 2 years, like I was like doing my own project in Belgrade. And actually, that wasn't enough for me. So I decided to enter the doctorate studies. So I'm now a doctor of philosophy here in Vienna, Department for Popular Music, popular and experimental music, and it's been a long ride, and my journey is everything but not easy. So there was like a lot things during my education. I also had like a world premiere of my opera in 2014 in Jakarta. I got certificate for the outstanding performer in Solo City in Indonesia during the lockdown. That was 2021. So I don't know, did I forget something? But I was touring with different bands like the last since last year, because then I decided to go completely solo, as that's my call. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is my journey. Education is like my power.
Yeah, I mean, I love learn like my life. I love learning. I understand that completely, and I wouldn't blame you a second for forgetting something about your education because when I started looking, it's like this long list of accomplishments in education. It's like, wow, where do I start to dig in? That's like congratulations. That's really
Thank
huge,
you.
and I love the way that you've been able to hold on to that creativity as well. Because I mean, education can take sort of the creative part out of things, I think sometimes, but you've managed to hang on to that with experimental music and your avant-garde type approach to music, and you're able to hold on to that and sort of blend the two together. It's wonderful.
Actually,
But
the tough time was when I was actually into composition the first time at the university. So there were like rules. So you have like a space and you need to play around that space, but you can't go further. So this was actually what was, I wasn't very happy with it. So, but that was very one of my really hard part of my life. But I'm very happy that I overcome that, because once when you overcome something which is like very hard for you, then nothing can stop you.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I know some of the formats or what you're talking about when you're kind of restricted in
Mm.
education. They say you have to like modulate to the fifth here, then repeat, and then the second time, and you need to end on the tonic, and stuff like that. Composition rules and music theory rules. But you
Yes,
also,
style is it romantic or baroque, or
yeah,
because each harmony has different rules,
yes,
and
yes,
you
it
don't
does.
want them.
It changes, and then you're passing through the 20th century with Alban Berg, and
Alban Berg, yes.
Schwartz. I can't remember his name now, but Alban Berg was one of his um, what was his name? Todd Albenberg. It was what chance music and stuff like that, and no non-tonal, and I don't know. You could go on.
Maybe you
Um,
mean Schoenberg.
Schoenberg, yeah,
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 Arnold
yeah.
Schoenberg, yeah.
Yes.
His stuff is really
Self-taught,
cool.
yes.
Yeah, it's really cool the way he does that. We could get
Yeah.
into that stuff. That's another topic.
Yeah, yeah. That's like completely something for a special
Right.
edition with
Tone
Rob Bennett,
roll,
Black
Tro
Marine.
tone roll composition.
Yeah.
Uh, So, anyways, you were mentioning some of your recording, some of your software that you've learned, and some of the recording stuff you've learned in school. Could you walk us through the process that you take from beginning to end when you're writing a song, which would, of course, take you through the recording stage and stuff as well, but from your beginning thought to the end, your whole process.
Hmm. So, well, as you can see, this is my grand piano. So
Mhm.
this is where I spent my
Is
days.
that the one in your videos? Your
Uh,
older videos? No.
Well, yes, because when I'm recording at home, it's this one.
Yes, okay.
I don't have another one.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Always this
Okay.
one.
No, but
Because
actually what I meant was, is that the
do
same?
I have
No,
like some video with some other piano?
yeah,
Because
no, I meant, is that in the same space? Because you've got those
yes, yes.
videos in a shop, and it looks like it was in a room, but is that the where they were shot? With you doing your piano solo, sort of with?
Yes, yes, yes. Because I can open my grand piano.
Okay, okay,
That one is just there are so many scores now, so
okay. I've
not all.
interrupted you. You can
Yeah,
continue
yeah,
with your
yeah.
writing
No,
process.
I mentioned piano because yeah. So anyway, it starts everything with piano. So I play piano every day. So sometimes I will have like some ideas and then I will just record it and write notes down, and probably nothing will happen. But there are days when I like for this song, It's Me, that came like I was sleeping and then suddenly I had like the whole lyrics, like 80% of the lyrics, and I already have like the melody, and I'm like, well, I really like this, and then I immediately record that and write that down, because the process always starts with piano, but sometimes I can have like melody in my head and then just sit by the piano and always play the instrument after I have like the structure and more or less lyrics. Then I would, because I'm expert in logic and in Sibelius. So this is also what I taught young children, but this is another subject. So then I would then use my keyboard to record piano. And then I would then start to do like music production, like what it will be good. And usually the first time when I produce something, it's not like what I actually wanted. So the process is like, I think, longer. And what I also learned, sometimes it's also good to, when you think that it's good, you just don't listen that like for 10 days or 2 weeks. You work completely on something else. And then I come back and then I listen and I'm like, what? I don't like this. And
Mhm.
then I change. And this is like what happened with my song, Nothing Left. This
Yeah.
this release was waiting like years to be out because I was actually never satisfied with the final production. But since my live performance last year in Los Angeles, I had like really, I was very happy with the final production, and I said that's it. And actually, Los Angeles opened me really so many future opportunities as well. So yeah, it starts everything with piano. Yes,
Yeah, that's great.
I went a
Um,
little bit further, but sorry.
yeah, well, it's so there's so much to share. We only
Yes,
have so
there is.
much time. We should do a long form. We should set up a long form interview format one day for you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, well, that's so intriguing. Now, how did the persona, how did Black Marine, your persona, how did that come to life? And how has that identity changed over time?
Well, when I was a teenager and when I played in punk band in my hometown, then a drummer back then came with the idea like, you are like always wearing black and you are Marine. And then I said, well, then I'm Black Marine. So I have this name more than 20 years now. And yeah, somehow all of these areas of creating and education and playing lives and now working in the studio actually developed, I don't know, this Black Marine style, because there are lots of people who would like say, where do you think that your music belongs? Is it like, it's not rock, it's not pop, it's, and then I'm like, okay, it's like crossover between. So
Yeah.
so there, it's something.
For sure. Yeah.
But
It's
definitely
definitely.
all of these experiences actually shaped me, and what I became. It's just actually all of these things that has happened the last 20 years, I would say.
Yeah, and it also not only crosses that, but it crosses sort of what am I say? It crosses like bit like huge genre jumps. Like am I like well rock and or am I but it crosses into more of the classical side, like avant-garde or like you're sort of treading those waters as well, like those types of composers that I studied in school, the newer ones. Like it's I think that it crosses between both. They're huge crosses, but it's blending both of them. So that's really cool. That's one thing I love about your music.
Oh, thank you. And
Yeah,
also, I'm
for
very
sure.
into film music, and
Yeah.
the last few years, because the last few years I met a very well-known composer from Hollywood. He's a horror film composer, and somehow he brought me more this horror music and films into my life the last several years. And somehow I see that influence in some of my pieces, because sometimes you will hear like a song and you can't say it's a song. You can't say there is a verse, there is a chorus, because the structure is different, because it's a composition.
Yeah. Okay.
So I remember that I had like different kind of comments of on some music, because some people don't get it, but I don't know. I mean, there is
Well,
music, so people can choose.
I just think it's wonderful. But you get anybody. It's maybe that's not their style. There's any musician in the world can have the greatest music, and it's not going to resonate with every single person. But I love it when you put out a new song. I always get like a feeling inside me, like, ooh, it's I know it's mysterious. So what's she going to come out with this time? Once again,
I so love the last 5 years. I'm very into video production, and I
yeah.
love filming, and I love to develop my ideas, my visions into music video. So the only video that I didn't worked was actually Shadow. That was production.
Mhm.
Someone else did the storytelling of the video. This is the only time where video actually, it's not the writer of the video and me as a composer. We had completely two different stories. So this is why I prefer to, how to say, to be in charge, to direct the music video and to tell the stories, because I wrote the song or composed the music. So this is like, I think everyone who has this advantage should always do videos by themselves. And I think in our indie community there are a lot of musicians, they are doing videos by themselves, and I
Mhm.
think it's really great, because in that way they can express themselves through their own video.
Yeah, and I think the experimentation is really good too to keep moving yourself forward and to keep growing and developing. Um, well, we are running out of time, but before I go, I'm sure I've missed something. Is there something that you wanted to add or a question that I didn't bring up, like maybe some new releases coming out or something that's just came out or to tell about?
Oh yeah, good that you reminded me. So the previous, actually the last release was Nothing Left, that you
Yeah.
played 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks in your show. And the next one will come on 28th September. It belongs to Halloween songs. And comparing to my Halloween song from last year and this year, it developed much more, and it's more creepier, more scarier, and a little bit over the edge. So yeah, I think
Perfect.
that people don't expect actually what actually do.
I'm
So
excited.
get ready, Rob.
Yeah, I'm excited now. I'm
And, uh,
running
and
out of air to speak.
Yeah, and what I also want to mention is that um, I was very inspired, and I had like a great time in America, because I played there like for the first time in my life, and I love American people, and my experience in America was so amazing that I was like so inspired by all of these great musicians and people that I met. And it's like so open-minded. There is like place for everyone, and I just love the community there.
Yeah,
This
that's wonderful. Yeah, I've never had the opportunity to go over the ocean, so and I don't think I'm going to. So I've experienced it all through listening and maybe some videos and stuff. And actually, through you guys, you and some others are taking me into the UK and into Germany and into some of the other areas that I don't visit. So I have to live through that.
Yes, actually,
Anyways, oh, go ahead.
in yeah, actually here in Vienna, actually the music scene is not like how it is, for example, in Berlin. In Berlin is much more live. In Vienna, it's more like how to say like more into classical music. We have like there is like stage for rock musicians, but it's really tiny. Berlin has a really great scene, as we know, and of course London. I played in all these venues, but I don't know. Somehow I found America really. I think America can really give you great, not only exposure, but really great experience and opportunity to develop yourself. So.
It's here. Yeah, it is here if you can find it or if you can work your way into that. Yes. Yeah, I'm actually Canadian, but I live here, so I'm part American now. So, but yeah, it is there's so much you can do. It's pretty open. Well, anyway, I want to say thank you
Thank
very
you
much
too, Rob.
from the bottom of my heart and to the rest of our indie community. We're so lucky and grateful to have you in our community and to show us a way into a different sort of a new genre of music or a forward-looking way of writing. And it's wonderful. So thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you so much for these kind words, and you really get what I do. So I'm very grateful for that
Thank you. Yeah, I feel
because I
that
know
I
that you
do
get it.
connect. I do get it in ways, yes. But I mean, for more than just on a general basis, I do understand some things that you're doing. Yeah, like that's cool. That's why I like it. So, so anyway, thanks so much. So,
Yes.
can't wait to
Thank you
hear your
so much.
song. Nothing Left is up next.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Talk
Thank
to you
you.
soon. Bye bye.
Bye.